Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Finding a woman who gets you. You know what? And I've recently talked about finding, you able to get every woman except the one you want. But here's something even deeper. You can get the one you want, that you want. You know, you see that woman, she fine, and you throw down whatever program you got. It works. She think you fine. Shoot, you good in bed. You can make her holler. Shoot, she's even cooperative and everything. But, and this is a big old but, no pun intended. She don't really get you. She doesn't understand you. You know, people will say, oh, wait, I thought women understood. No, they don't. No, they don't. When women deal with a man, they deal with what they can understand. In fact, that's why sometimes they'll leave a man alone if they don't get him. But if they think they understand him a little bit, and depending on what he presents, that's why they might deal with him. Like, there's many women, they going to deal with a guy just because he's fine. They don't care what they say. Or they might deal with him, at least they have relationship type of sex or transactional type of sex because he got certain money and status. They say, you know what, they always wanted to marry an attorney or something. Or a doctor, or an accountant. So if you those things, they deal with you. And you know what? It could be even a case where they generally care about your general personality. They'd be like, yeah, this is a good guy. He treats me right and everything. But they still don't get you. And when I say get you, how much about your personality do they understand? How much are they into what you believe? Even though if they ask. Because some women, they'll do this religious-wise. Like, how many women will get that dude and because he tall, fine, got, muscles and everything. They might be in the church or something. They'll get that dude. He real cute. He's stimulating their loins. They'll get him, and he already done told him he worshiped the great pumpkin. He stated that from the get-go. Whatever it is, just something different from what she doing. Is she really? Sometimes some women don't necessarily get with those ideas. You know, they like, what you worshiping the great pumpkin for? And they go in thinking, okay, I'm going to change him up. Because they don't really get you. And they don't really know the guy. There's women who get with a guy and they really don't know. And they act surprised. And I was like, no, because he had a big chest and a big eggplant. That's the only reason you dealing with him. You know? And there's a lot of guys and they'll say it too. They can get women like crazy. A lot of guys, it's funny. And I've seen this more with womanizer types. Guys who got multiple women, and they'll say that too. They'll say, this woman don't get me. Like, I thought about that. I had an associate. He was talking about a woman who got something about him that everybody else couldn't get. It was something about him, it's something about a certain style he had. He always had to explain it to people. Always. Male or female, he had to explain it. He even had to explain it to me. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. This woman got it, just looked at the style, saw the style, and was just like, boom, I ain't going to get into the style. I don't want to identify him too much. But she got him. She got him right away. It was like, boom, I got you. And it was like, wow, that's powerful. That is powerful. Like, how many, and this, I've seen this a lot. Like, they don't really understand the man they with. Or they just understand him enough for the parts that serve their needs. As long as he that type, if they need a provider, he does that. Or, need somebody with some status to look good in front of their family and friends and Uncle Junior who will clown her at the, cookout. That's good. Or, whatever you got going on. But then if you say, well, do you really know this guy's ideas? Do you know how he thinks? And do you actually believe in his ideas and how he think? Now, at first, the women might say, yeah, they might say yes because they think they do, but they really don't. They really don't. And I've noticed that, and that's a judgment to women. I actually need to address that with them. In fact, I think I have. Actually, I have. And I've had a few times. Because that's a big thing. That's something I've seen. That is something I've seen. Because one tendency I have is I'll let a woman talk. I don't force my stuff. If she asks the right question, I'll answer. But a lot of times women concerned about their own needs. That's just their nature. Women by nature are selfish. They actually supposed to be. That's just their nature. It's not worth it getting mad about. It is what it is. But I've had several women do that with me, and then I start talking to some guys, and it was always the same thing. It's like, yeah, they good if you making them holler in bed. Yeah, they good if you spending some money on them or giving them some attention. But then when you say, well, what do you really know about this dude? They act shocked. Like when a dude break up from or something, I say, I can't believe he'll do that. And I would say, it'd be a situation. I've seen this with women I was close to. They'd be dealing with some knucklehead. I see he's a knucklehead. And, they be close to me. So I tell them straight up, dude, a knucklehead. Oh, they don't see it because he do this, and that. But I'm like, yeah, girl, but that dude really ain't your man. And they don't care. But she don't really get the guy. And then when that guy roll out or does something she think is funny, I was like, well, you didn't know him to begin with. You didn't try to know him. And, that's on their part what they got to deal with. But how many guys have just had that? It's like, damn, that's hard. And it's harder for the womanizer. This is why I say it's harder for the womanizer, the player. Because he's dealing with multiple women. And you would think in there, it's like they get some idea. But I'm like, how many of these women really understand you? The Honorable Malcolm X said that. He said, because he wasn't big on the whole Western concept of love, but he said, a woman really need to get you, understand you. Like, understand if you sitting in a corner quiet, it ain't about her. It ain't about her. That's just something you do every now and then. Like, really get you. Seriously, understand, well, okay, he worked so hard for this reason, or he does this, or he got these plans of global domination because of something he saw on TV as a child. Some injustice he saw. It could be anything, but can you understand that? Do they understand that? Do they see that? And then finding that woman who does get you, who does understand, does see, oh, this is why he does this. That is hard. If like any man who can truly say he got that, that's a treasure. That's a treasure. Shit, to me, that's worth more than cooking. Not worth more than sex, but worth more than somebody to cook. I say, shit, we can eat out. Because if you get me, you understand me, you won't get in the way of me doing stuff. We can hire a maid. Seriously. That is the most powerful thing. That's the most powerful thing. And that's so elusive. That's so elusive. Like just finding that person. It's a powerful thing. But if you can find that woman, that's a treasure right there. That is a treasure. Because you know why, fellas? If you can find that woman who can really get you, and I have to explain it because it's hard to find a guy who can actually say they found a woman that gets. It's a treasure because that's the woman who'll give you peace. That's the woman who's going to be secure in letting you do what you do because she's going to be at peace because she said this is just who they are. They ain't going to get angry. They not trying to change you. In fact, they going to just go along for the ride. That's the woman that's the woman you can really succeed in life with. Because she ain't going to get in the way. She ain't going to explain it. She ain't going to say, well, my girlfriend says you should be doing this. In fact, they going to be like, if the woman really gets you, she going to be like, look, how can I help? How can I help you? That's when you know she got you. When they trying to help and they looking for ways to help you. They were like, okay, while you doing this, I'm gonna massage your neck while you doing this. And it's be an unspoken thing. You don't even have to ask her for it because she gets you so much. Very powerful indeed. Very powerful indeed, fellas. So why don't y'all think about that? And, I don't want to be accused of breaking up a relationship, but I'm going to have to be honest. Ask if the woman you with, does she really get you? Trust me. It's better to ask now than find out later in a divorce court or something that she didn't get you. Real talk. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.